The purpose of life is a life of purpose, said Robert Byrne. Today's chat show is about doctors who have made a difference in society by pushing the boundaries of their own profession. I have with me one such doctor, Dr. Uma Kapadia, who is a gynecologist by her profession and decided to shift into doing something meaningful for society at the age of 60. I, Dr. Shanta Sundarajan, welcome Dr. Uma Kapadia on this show on a heart-to-heart conversation. Your maiden name was Uma Thakurbai Patel. There is a reason for saying this. Your father was a health minister at one time, a 2-term serving mayor of Baroda. He had several trusts to his name. He ran a girls' college of arts and commerce. He has the Vadwala Eye Hospital and several such institutions. So it's obvious that you were born in a pretty affluent family and you had siblings and their wives who are still working and into their own profession. You decided to make this shift at the age of 60. Which way did your father influence you in your life?
I would say whenever he used to come, जब भी अहमदाबाद से गांधीनगर से आते थे रात को, उनकी एक हैबिट हुआ करती थी, अगर लेट नहीं होता तो बोलते थे रोटी बना के दे, दो वी हैड महाराज, या फिर लेट आते थे तो अपने पैर दबाते दबाते हमेशा बातें करते थे about slum dwellers, slum development, their poverty, their problems, and their self-respect. It is not that you have to let them down for doing something that you are obliging them to do. He always used to feel कि ये हमारा काम है to uplift them.
Correct.
So listening to that every day makes so much of difference. Probably that was the seed which was sown in me when I was in this school. 11th, 12th standard, 10th, 11th, standard when we were giving our boards. After that medical school, पढ़ाई ये सब चलता रहा. But within me there was something that I wanted to do. Shanta, one more thing. In the vacations, whenever we used to go to Bombay, my Masi, my mom's sister, they used to run a mandal. और मैं हमेशा उनके साथ लिमिटेड बस में स्टेट ट्रांसपोर्ट में बैठ के साउथ बॉम्बे जाती थी और गोदरेज और वो सब कंपनी में जाके उनके लिए काम ले आते थे. बिकॉज दैट टाइम सोप के रैप्स हाथ से रैप किए जाते. सो वो बॉक्सेस के ऑर्डर्स लाना एंड देन वो लेडीज को इकट्ठा करके काम देना और वो रैपिंग में 5 रुपया उनको मिलना, उनसे उनका घर चलना टू सम एक्सटेंट. एंड वो सब रहते थे झोपड़पट्टी. सो आई वॉज एक्सपोज टू दिस पीपल लाइव बाय 2 people in my life, my dad of course, and my Masi.
And then when did you shift to Pathshala?
Before Pathshala, let me tell you, I was little getting restless कि मुझे नहीं ये गायना है, ये पैसा, ये सब ठीक है, but something else I want to do. I'm not happy. Especially in Gujarati, because I'm basically a Gujarati medium student, and something for unprivileged, not knowing exactly what. One music program, a smart lady comes on the stage and she says, I'm Dr. Juhi Datta and we are running school on the footpath and we need your help in terms of pencils and notes and all that. Because apart from medicine, what I wanted to do was teaching in Gujarati.
Correct.
I thought, let me approach them. So I just approached her. We talked. Somehow it didn't click because their timings were. I was free bit in the afternoon, and the children used to go to school.
Right.
So they wanted somewhere in the morning and evening, and both were my working time.
Correct.
Busy practitioner that time, surgeries and OPDs and all that. It didn't work, but somehow something in me said, this is what I was looking for. So we, of course, exchanged the phone numbers, and then contacted each other for some reason or the other. one more thing that actually I started was a churni. Churni is a Sottoshwini Trust branch where they do handcrafted things, and I'm very fascinated with this. So I used to attend each and every programs. I mean, all the exhibitions and all. And that's how I came to know her more. When she came to know that I am interested in such sort of work, she invited me to their hostel in Sama, where 17 children were staying. And that was the first time I had met our hostel mother, Mithudi. And then we talked about the nutrition. That's all I could talk as a doctor at that time, because we didn't know each other so well. So then I said the protein level is not good enough, so I offered them giving egg a day and this and that. Then बाद में बाढ़ आई. They really worked at the ground level. I just provided with some theplas, and I was in touch with them what more help they want. ये सब करते करते by that time Parshuram Bhatta में they were catering 100 children, education and breakfast. So in one of the exhibitions by my sister Kalpana Ben, she does knit, and उनका knitting का वो sale करके जो भी पैसा आता था, I asked her to donate
towards Pathshala
Trust, because by that time I knew they are genuine.
Correct.
And the building was under construction.
Yes.
So कल्पना मैन का एग्जीबिशन में जो टोल्ड मी मैम कुछ मल्टीविटामिन दो ना, ये बच्चे दे आर नॉट वेरी. आई सेड मल्टीविटामिन क्यों, प्रॉपर खाना क्यों नहीं, आप दूध देते हो सुबह. शी स्टार्टेड लाफिंग. 100 बच्चे दूध, वी कैन नॉट अफोर्ड इट. So I said, fine, I will sponsor it. We calculated there, and then it used to come some 12,500 rupees a month or something. Vandana Bhabhi was telling, he said, why only you? Even I would like to. So I said, fine. Then it struck me, why not? So I wrote in my medical college class
group.
हमारे group में. And so many of them started pouring in 5,000, 10,000, कि पूरे एक साल का हमारा collection हो गया. And that clicked me, okay, this is what I want to do. उसके बाद इतना काम करना पड़ा कि जब मैं थक के जूही को बोलती थी क्या करवाती है मुझसे, she always said, आप ही ने फोन, आप ही आए थे ना बोल रहे हैं, इसको बोलते हैं आप बैल मुझे मार.
अच्छा. So what has this role in Pathshala created an impact in your life? What kind of an impact?
What has changed in me?
Change. What was the change?
Probably मैं इतनी पेशेंट नहीं थी जितनी अब हुई. पर फिर भी आई नीड टू इम्प्रूव अ लॉट. पर हाँ, बहुत फर्क पड़ा. एम्पथी और
gratitude.
प्रॉब्लम्स देख के फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू सी इज हाउ बेटर ऑफ वी आर. है ना? इट इज नॉट पॉवर्टी ओनली. They are psychologically and physically, these children are at times psychologically and physically abused also. To save from them. जो मैं सबसे ज़्यादा ये पूरी जर्नी में सीखी हुई is from Juhi. How to be straightforward, non-corrupt, honest, and still make your things done. Persistence.
Correct.
She will never leave things if she wants to do. अगर उनसे ही मैंने सुना कि एनए के लिए जाना था, उन्होंने कभी ब्राइब नहीं लिया.
So ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट इसलिए है कि इन फ्यूचर आपके जो भी डोनर्स आते हैं, they don't have to think twice before they give you money.
Absolutely.
Because you are clear about your trust.
Yes, and before join, because I know myself कि अगर मैं जाऊंगी तो मेरे पैसे ही नहीं, मेरा precious time also I'm going to do. So I have to connect to people who are worth that trust and that honesty, the transparency. So Sri Trust had. And once I was sure over 2-3 years that now things are fine, I'm in it totally.
The vision of those children singing the prayer the day I came to Pathshala brought tears rolling down.
Yeah, that's true. There are moments when you are with them, they share their talks, they not really problem because they are, I don't know from where, they're always smiling.
Yes.
But then some little things because they're teenagers, they're small children, and basically I look
Yes.
after their medical part.
Yeah.
So they come to me for medical problems, and then with that they say something. During COVID, I used to stay there for 10 days. That connected me more with them and all other hostel mothers.
And I also saw that your teachers in Pathshala are very dedicated towards these children. They are almost virtually like mothers to the children.
Absolutely, we call them hostel mothers.
Yes. So they have a huge role to play.
Absolutely.
Yes. And
also our teaching staff, which is coming from Baroda.
Yes. Excellent.
Excellent in their approach to our children. Teachers the subject up
Yes.
but how to be good to your student, you must learn from them. There's so much I've learned from them also.
रिच स्कूल्स चलाना एक बात होती है, और इस तरह से एक स्कूल, एक डॉर्मिटरी, एक हॉस्टल 100 बच्चों के लिए जिनको सब कुछ फ्रॉम हाइजीन टू मैनर्स सब कुछ सिखाना इज नॉट एन ईजी टास्क.
Yeah, it's not.
It is not easy task, and they may not even accept it so easily. So it takes time to inculcate all this in them.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
All that we want, we as a Sutashri Trust, that our children become good human beings.
Yes.
And lift themselves up socially, economically, and personally enough to take care of their parents from where they are coming. So I hope that works.
Yeah.
So Uma, what is your role in Pathshala?
एक सेंटेंस में बताओ. सब बंदर के व्यापारी. कुछ भी हो, I like working for Pathshala. कुछ भी काम, झाड़ू खरीदने से, ग्रोसरी ऑर्डर करने से, कुछ भी. पर या बेसिकली आई एम अ डॉक्टर. So luckily मेरी medical team, my husband Dr. Bharat, Sheila Ayer, Nirja, Jatin Jhala, they are always on toes, on call doctors. और इसके अलावा we do get the regular reports done, level of hemoglobin and all that. So उसके लिए हमें labs चाहिए. Dr. Udayan Kachhi's lab and Sarabhai Foundation help us for that. Almost नहीं, totally free. So हमारा medical expense काफ़ी कम है. Apart from that, actually I started setting up the kitchen of Pathshala when inauguration was decided. Luckily that I took up that as a challenge कि चलो मैं करके देती हूँ kitchen. That's another my happy area. So that time luckily Kalpana Clinic kitchen was closing. So I went to Powai. I said ये बड़े पित्तल के पतीले जहाँ पे 100 लोग का खाना बने, अगर वो सारा हम बाय करेंगे तो that will be very expensive, पर चाहिए तो. So I just went and told him कि आप लोग हमें दे दो ना, we'll pay you half the price. So he said no, you are working for them. आप जानते हो उन्हें और आप इतना सारा काम करते हो, तुम ले जाओ, तुम्हें जो चाहिए. Our whole kitchen was almost set up. कुछ डब्बे वब्बे थे, उसके लिए मैंने कुछ donors किया. Then we managed for the cupboards for the children, the half size cupboards from IT Patel Trust. ऐसा करके setup करना शुरू किया. मेरा emotionally involvement बढ़ता गया with that. More I became attached to them was during COVID, when I should say for 10 days with them. Being a doctor, I was the only person allowed to get out and get into the campus. So car में grocery लाना, दूध लाना, all that also I used to do apart from. And they had that campus में doctor है. वैसे मैं कुछ करने वाली तो थी नहीं COVID में, but फिर भी psychological satisfaction. और इस दौरान I became very close to the hostel mothers and the children, and connection और बढ़ गया शानदार. It was very nice. So now अगर गिनाऊंगी तो किचन, ग्रोसरी ऑर्डर करना, दूध, घी कहाँ से सस्ता कहाँ से महंगा, अकाउंट्स डिपार्टमेंट बिकॉज आई एम अ ट्रेजरर, और दूसरा एचआर के साथ काम करना या जूही के साथ काम करना, चैरिटी कमीशन का काम, कभी लॉयर के पास जाना, कभी कलेक्टर ऑफिस जाना, कभी पुलिस कमिश्नर के पास जाना, कुछ ना कुछ चलता रहता है. बट इन शॉर्ट एज आई सेड, सब अंदर के व्यापारी, जो भी काम आता है आई टेक इट एज अ चैलेंज, ट्राई टू फिनिश इट, डजंट मैटर विच डिपार्टमेंट इट इज, बट इट्स फन.
What is your vision? पाठशाला कैसा होना चाहिए 10 साल के बाद?
एक बात बताऊं, हर कुछ शुरू तो हो जाता है. 10 साल के बाद पाठशाला एटलीस्ट ऐसा ही रहे जैसा अभी है, इज द लीस्ट थिंग आई कैन थिंक अबाउट. प्लीज टू द यूथ एंड पीपल जूनियर टू अस, आई रियली विश कि 2-4 लोग आ जाओ यार, हमारी जगह ले लो व्हेन वी आर अलाइव एंड वेल. इतनी ही शिद्दत और ऑनेस्टी के साथ पाठशाला चलता रहे, ये मेरा विजन है. ग्रोथ, ये डिपार्टमेंट हो गया तो आगे और हो, आगे और हो. इससे अच्छा है जो है उसे अच्छी तरह से चलाया जाए. दैट आवर विजन इज कि एक बच्चा जो पाठशाला में आता है, we support them, we want to know, we do support them till they achieve their graduation, post graduation or skill whatever their level is, and start earning, financially independent, socially and personal growth हो उनका, एक फैमिली अच्छे से जी सके. बाकी एक विजन और है, we want to make sports academy. Our children are very good in sports. फुटबॉल हो, बास्केटबॉल हो, मलखम हो, दे रियली डू वेल. तो क्यों हमारे ही बच्चे, क्यों आसपास के गांव में भी तो टैलेंट होगी. सो वी वांट कि वो भी आके 2 घंटे हमारे बच्चों के साथ कैंपस में खेले. एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी हैव टू मैनेज फॉर ऑल दोस फाइनेंसेस. पर अच्छा है एक पाठशाला की टीम हो जो जाके सब गांव के अंडर प्रिविलेज चिल्ड्रन की एक टीम जो दुनिया से टक्कर ले, थोड़े बैचेस खेले. That is also their personal growth.
So the youth of our country, you have to give a message. You know, if they contribute in a small way in their young age, it is by itself a route to spirituality, and that's all that the Bhagavad Gita says. No, be a karma yogi. So probably everybody can contribute a wee bit in his journey in his life.
Shanta, do you remember when we were young?
Yeah.
We used to go to doctors, take the samples, and परशुराम भट्टा के बाहर जो हमारे सीनियर्स कंसल्टिंग चलाते थे, वहाँ पे फ्री सैंपल और मेडिसिन देते थे. We were in second MBBS. अर्निंग का तो सवाल ही नहीं था. करना है तो हम किसी एज से थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. देखो, एक एज होती है जहाँ पे हमें कमाना है, एक पर्टिकुलर लाइफस्टाइल जीना है, उसके लिए कमाना है. देयर इज नो एंड टू इट. बट इफ यू फील फ्रॉम विद इन के नहीं, या दिस इज देयर, बट देयर इज समथिंग, वन लिटिल पोर्शन ऑफ योर अर्निंग यू कैन ऑलवेज गिव टू पीपल हु आर जेन्युइनली वर्किंग इन टर्म्स ऑफ डोनेशन. ओनली थिंग इज यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई द राइट पीपल, एज आई डिड, दैट दे आर ऑनेस्ट.
Correct.
Because you know pseudo NGOs, they take donations, they fly through those money, they spend in 5-star and just behave like so and so. No, you have to find out such genuine people who are working. आ जाओ, अपना टाइम दो, बच्चे पढ़ाओ, बच्चों के साथ बात करो, कुछ एक्टिविटी सिखाओ, ड्राइंग, कुछ भी तो कर सकते हो, कुछ छोटा सा. Small is big enough for such institutions.
Yes, I agree with that too. Running a rich school, educating upper middle class children is an easier ball game. This is tough.
Yes.
To try to teach them everything, manners, hygiene, and everything is going to be tough.
And their requirements?
And their requirements.
From toothpaste to pencil to their college fees, which are going up and up these days. When we were Things are different. I was shocked that day when we had to pay 55,000 for a BCA fees for a BCA in MS University. Think about what must be having in private university. We cannot think about it. So far we are lucky that we do have people who don't sponsor a particular child. But what when there are 10 people going to college? So a small contribution is 500
will help.
will help a
Will
lot to it.
Yes. And that is not much to ask from
These
somebody.
are the parents who cannot pay us anything.
Yes.
They don't have enough money to come and meet their children every Sunday. All they do is they talk on phone and talk to their parents. So we are very much dependent on donations and
Yes.
help that we can get.
So, to conclude this talk of ours, I only wish that several good people in and around us listen to this talk show and think of donating to Pathshala. And
Right.
yes, and I think when this is an era where empowerment through education has taken center stage, and you're doing an amazing job of looking after 100 children, impacting their lives, their parents, and generations to come. So, Uma, I feel you're the beacon of hope and the guiding light for so many such people in the world, doctors, non-doctors, or lawyers, whoever can help in this cause. True. They'll be doing a good job. So I thank you very much for coming.
All I
to
can
this show.
add from this platform, all I can say that since I look after the
Trust funds.
Yes. Your every penny will be used at the right place.
Correct. Yes. And in the end, I would only like to say that I think your dad is going to be happy and seeing you do what you're doing today. And like you said, Juvi's dad, he was also a big man, and she's doing such good work. She started it and you have joined her. I hope there are many more Juvis. There are many more Umas. There must be all over the world. There must be.
Few of them
But
should come to us.
They have to come out in the open. That's important.
वही, that is one regret. I wish मैं और जूही कभी बैठ के बात करते हैं. ये हमें 10-15 साल पहले ही शुरू कर दिया था. It's not that very inefficient or something, but when there's so much to do, maybe more than 100, we are catering 200 children or making a big thing. I don't know, but थोड़ा जल्दी start करना था. If at all we, अगर हमारी personal requirements have met, then you should start on this early.
Yes, I agree. Okay, thank you for being on this show. It was a great pleasure.
Thank you so much, Shanta.
Thank you.